Fire Emblem, so we're gonna do another chapter transform.
Yeah, fuck that game.
Hey, at least it's not another Super Mario World where we just completely forgot about it.
Oh, it's worse than that.
Yeah, I could say that. But I'm taking my time with that RPG. I'm not doing every week with that. So, back to the solo. Last week we were doing Dark Energon. Megatron managed to break into Starscream's Dark Energon area containment unit, manages to control Dark Energon, and then recruit Starscream to his team as his loyal space commander. So, now we're in the field. According to the description, Megatron commands Starscream to activate the long-dormant Energon Bridge on Cybertron. Once activated, he will create more Dark Energon to fuel his war. Again, I cannot stress this enough, but I'm playing on hard mode. So let's have some fun, guys. Let's have some fun. I gotta remember that A button is not where the B button's at. So let us begin. Also, that is pretty loud. So let me lower that again. Yeah, that is really loud. Oh man.
I was going to say it's hardcore.
Yeah, the thing is, when I go from Xbox to Xbox, for some reason the audio is a lot louder on Xbox. I don't know why. Come on, audio. Okay, I'm probably gonna cut feed for a second. I need to lower down a bit more. This, but it needs to be done. For some reason, I can't adjust the audio slider when it's max screen like that. Let's go a little higher.
Because the Xbox is not a little girly band like the Switch.
Okay, I think that might do it.
Double impression.
Let's go. Okay, if anything, that's a spot. Okay, let me get the stream back and run. Yeah. Everyone gets to see my fancy software. Okay. Come on, done. All right, here we go. Okay, good. And we will continue. We're gonna be playing as Starscream, everyone's favorite coward, because Starscream is Starscream. You could choose him. You could choose his clone Skywarp, his other clone Thundercracker. Actually, I think it's Skywarp. His voice actor is the same as Captain, the original Captain.
Which Captain Ginyu of the original Captain?
Animation original Captain Ginyu.
Which Captain Ginyu?
Doesn't he only have one voice?
He's messing with you.
It doesn't change.
Anxious. The Decepticon name.
We're talking Ginyu, Goku Ginyu,
Cyber.
Frog Ginyu,
Must reconnect the Energon Bridge.
different Ginyu.
Manufacture more Dark Energon and conquer the auto once and
You guys
for
are able
all.
to hear the audio, right?
I probably need to fiddle with my.
You have not restarted the
Yeah.
I hear nothing. I hear nothing like the vast emptiness of my soul.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Like my soul.
Alright, so we're taking control of the Sky Commander Starscream, and pretty much you what you expect. You're a plane, you're a Cybertron plane. Doing.
Suppose we're just supposed to go to Twitch.
Me? You'll soon learn never to
Wait, what?
underestimate Starscream.
We already mentioned that you have not reshared the stream on Discord.
Oh my bad. I thought you were talking about on Twitch. Oh, okay.
No, we said Discord.
There we go. There it is. Cool.
There it is. Yeah. There you go.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, we hear the audio.
Probe. We should avoid it to prevent detection.
Sorry, because due to how pedantic Reggie is, you're probably gonna say, "Hey, I can't hear it. Why are you saying we can?"
Ready to go.
Alright. By the way, don't touch any of that stuff that leads to death. Or actually, it's rapid death right there. It's pure energon in its pure state.
touch it.
I mean,
Do it.
I don't feel like it.
For science!
For science, if anything, that's Starscream telling the other guys to do that.
Exactly.
Do it for science, but I'm Starscream.
You're as boring as ever, Thundercracker.
But Starscream's not the only one there.
Also, Starscream is pretty dumb.
Yes, he is. He's
Except when he's
extremely
not.
dumb.
Except when
You
he's
wanna know
not.
how dumb he is? Fucking Shia LaBeouf got to kill him in the live action movie.
When you get killed by
Of all
Shia
people.
LaBeouf, that's the lowest
It's an enemy
possible
detection barrier.
Like of all people, Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, but that was not Starscream. That was Starscream's twin identical brother that just fucked up.
Ah,
That
yes,
means
just like it. I see that movie was made by what's it? Who are the guys that did the Devil May Cry reboot again? I joke myself that because I don't remember the company. Ninja Theory. Yeah. Yeah, no. So that movie must have been made by Ninja Theory then. That explains that. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite sniper rifles in this game. It's the Null Ray, Starscream's personal weapon. Really, at instant. If you shoot it, it's instantly going there. There is no delay time between the bullet getting to the person. It is instant.
Sounds like the snipers from Halo on Legendary difficulty.
This is Zeta Prime. Be on high alert.
Which Halo? Combat Evolved?
Any of them.
This would grant them access to an unstable energy source powerful
This is
enough
Zeta
to
Prime.
jeopardize the
He's in
entire
charge of the
planet.
Autobots.
Any Decepticon activity must be reported
For now.
immediately, and all Decepticons are to be shot on sight.
Oh my god, spoilers!
I've read more entertaining maintenance reports.
You guys.
Focus your fire on the Decepticon.
Rapid cooling complete.
Incoming rocket attack.
That's one.
Yeah, no, the Halo 2 is where most of my experience actually lies with the Halo franchise. I played I played all three of the of the original trilogy, but Halo 2 is the one I played over and over again. The snipers in that game are bullshit. They will kill you before they even actually look at you. If you're like staring at their model, their sniper shot will still hit you. And in your death animation, the replay of it, you'll see it's from the exact same spot that you were looking at. And it's bullshit.
Take it offline now.
Me and my friend, growing up, dealt with that a lot. We actually had to find a way to get around the level without fighting them. Just to progress the game. The first two levels are by far the hardest.
That sounds like a lot of early gaming when it came to AI. Was it scan shotting?
Yeah, well, because like the first section of the second stage is basically you're doing you're supposed to be holding a position while enemies just keep on like waves of enemies appear, right?
Yeah.
And on the rooftops in the distance, the jackals appear in like groups of 2 or 3, and they snipe you. On anything below legendary, they're not that big of a deal. One shot could potentially kill you, but it doesn't usually. Right? Legendary difficulty, like the moment they're there, you need to kill them before they're in position, and even then, they might still kill you without actually, animating shooting you.
Yeah, that does sound pretty aggravating.
Yeah. But hey, because of that, me and my friend inadvertently discovered the skulls in the game. Just, didn't know what that was, and then we just found it randomly. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I felt so cool. I thought we discovered something. It's not it wasn't a discovery though.
Oh.
The internet already knew.
Don't you hate that when you're like, I discovered the secret to immortality? Goes on YouTube. Hey, so I've discovered the secret to immortality. Uploaded 5 years ago.
Right, basically, yeah. Well, in this case, game facts, but yeah.
Decepticons, seal the door!
But still, yeah. It was like we discovered grenade jumping, and then found out that you could jump up to the rooftops where the jackals spawn. And we discovered you can just leave the area from that rooftop and progress the stage normally.
My favorite part about jackals is that you can just punch them to death.
Oh yeah, if you're not on legendary difficulty and they're not equipped with a sniper rifle, or I'm sorry, beam rifle, because that's the Covenant version. But yeah.
I love how this Transformers game is it has brought out a lot of conversation about Halo, just based on how similar it is.
Oh no, not that. I'm just poking fun at random shit that you say. It's like, hey, that sounds just like my experience with this significantly better game.
It can't be that bad.
God, I miss playing Halo 2, man. Those were the days. Fuck. Yeah, my friend played that like non-stop. Oh, you touched the water.
Don't worry.
Touch the water. No.
Water's fine, but it does go by the video game rule of it's behind the water poles. Secret!
It is not a secret. The internet
It's a secret.
It was a secret to me, damn it.
I really want to play that game for the channel with a friend of mine in real time, because that game is
what?
Battle Block Theater.
Oh.
It's where Hattie comes from.
Let me see if let me get that song real quick and show it to I am Battle Block names.
Yeah, shoot my shotgun from this distance. Take that. Wait, who's attacking me? Oh, that thing. Oh, good. They actually destroyed it. I'm very surprised. Alright, cool, yeah. Only lost my overshield. I'm actually getting through this part pretty fast.
Just on the far side of this canyon.
There we go. Now you can look at it.
You have an overshield?
Yeah.
Why, that sounds very similar to a device you can use in Halo.
Halo!
It all comes back to Halo.
You just activated my Halo button!
Conspiracy.
I wouldn't doubt that this game took a lot of notes from Halo and just used the Transformers skin on it. Still a good game, though.
I can see that from
Transformers!
cracker.
Halo in the sky!
Yeah, Halo in the sky! Alright, I give you that one, dude. I give you that one.
This thing is as crazy as I am.
Just blast it. It breaks like everything else.
I think I'll name it this part just Transformers Halo in the sky.
So now we just need a flood.
Oh,
didn't decide to add the
actually, you may not be wrong, Reggie.
Do you know what I'm referring to when I say flood?
A flood of something that you have to run away from?
Nope, it's a type of zombie.
Oh.
It's an alien parasite.
That turns you into a zombie.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, technically there's something like that in the Autobots campaign.
You could say it was a virus.
Oh.
What, am I right?
It could be, technically speaking. Depends on. I think unless I'm remembering wrong. Destroy the turrets! Destroy the turrets! I have anti-air on them. Because literally, they do lock onto you only when you're transformed for aerial mode. What am I missing? Oh.
So then you could just stand on him and,
Smack it with the hammer.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it would take a while, but...
Good thing my friends are distracted.
Good thing you can do a barrel roll.
Actually, it's an aerial roll.
Nobody cares, Bob.
He cares, Matt.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Now I just need some energy on. Oh, good. Convenient timing.
Now target the aerial bots.
I'll show them some real flying.
I know that voice.
Let's get
The one who said... Oh,
That's what's
right. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Wait, which voice?
Skyward?
I'll show them some real vibe.
Oh yeah, that's what's it? Clancy Brown, isn't it?
No, I don't think
No?
that's not Captain Gideon. Or at least is that in it?
Oh, never mind. Yeah,
The
no,
voice
that's not it.
actor?
Never mind.
Clancy-
Clancy Brown is a lot deeper.
Yeah.
No.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't remember what Ginyu sounds like originally. In all honesty,
That body is mine.
like all I remember is the counting of the power levels.
The blast doors are open.
But
I
that
remember
doesn't-
space sodas.
that's the abridged.
We'll bring this
No, that was actually based on...
He's talking about the voice,
Dialogue.
though. He's talking about the voice.
Oh, right. Well, either way.
There was actual dialogue of space soda. They even included that in Tenkaichi 3.
Space Soda! Yeah!
Is that where all the jokes of face whatever came from the abridged?
Yeah, they just about every joke you can think of is usually based on something in Dragon Ball history.
Huh.
Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
Let's take off.
Oh! Snap, crack, and pop. Oh boy. Thank you very much. Bye, Autobots. Whoops, I accidentally headshot that dude running in his way. Happy accidents.
Bob Ross.
I remember that joke from one of the... Was it, Brain Scratch? They were playing, Mario Party. And, one of them was playing as Wario. And something happened that potentially could have screwed them over. And then using Wario's voice, he goes, "I love happy accidents." Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna die.
I did not hear most of that story. I hope that it plays well in the re-recording.
I heard it.
I know, I was just busy trying to find an example of such the obscure lengths they go through just to make a joke.
Unfortunately, this is one of those games where when they have an animation of them losing their shield, shooting them at that moment in time does nothing.
Warning.
Unbelievable! These Autobots are dumber than Skyhorn.
Perhaps, but if you consider an escape route for us,
Try the upper deck. Hurry!
they sealed it off.
Now's our chance. Fly through the hole.
Starscream.
You always do. Yes,
Now I gotta go find some more. Wait. Oh, ooh, EMP grenades. I love these. These are my favorite. So, I'm just... Oh, what's up?
You first.
I'm gonna give a demonstration what the EMP does to enemies, so watch this. And you walk really slow. Just pretty much like a little headache.
Pay for this.
Ooh, nice. Overshield.
He heard himself.
A simple task for one as strong as I am.
Oh, here are our cloakers.
They don't even look like
Did you
Transformers.
see that? You mean that creepy-looking thing that just jumped over the side? Yeah. Nope, I didn't see anything.
I should have left you two on the station.
So anyways, I posted in the chat the examples of the lengths Team 4-star would go to for a joke with Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
Silence.
Well, they are Dragon Ball nerds. Absolutely.
Keep your optics.
Yeah.
I just feel at one point or another, a lot of the Dragon Ball purists, they do not like Dragon Ball Z. They like classic Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z. And
I like.
Well,
both.
it is the better one.
really?
Yes, fight me, cowards.
Like, is it too much to just like both?
Yeah, but the thing, but my problem is like, oh, that sucks. The original Dragon Ball was the top tier one, and you should feel bad for like.
I mean, they're different tones. Like comparing Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, just like on their own, in a vacuum, to like as each one is a vacuum.
You can see
That's
where
like-
it would turn into Z easily with the last two arcs.
Back online so we can
What?
move on. Get
You
moving.
can see where it would change and was
Getting
easy
close.
into Dragon Ball Z and during the last two arcs.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, because what I'm saying is because people keep on saying, Dragon Ball is superior because of X, Y, and Z, you know, which is like, you know, which is, you know, the tone that Dragon Ball had originally, which is mostly lost in Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z is more trying to be edgy and stuff, right? At least compared to Dragon Ball, where it was more campy, right? So people, when they compare the two and say one is better than the other for one reason or another, they're looking at the individual parts of each one in a vacuum and saying, this is why it's better this way, or, you know, and vice versa.
Honestly,
And
I just like the fight scenes better.
And like doing that is essentially the same as looking at, say, what's a good example of something similar? I'm losing my point here. I can't think of. I lost track of the example I was going to use earlier.
Probably should have got to it first.
Well, you interrupted me about saying how Dragon Ball was easing into Dragon Ball Z. You're like, yeah, obviously, because it's one whole narrative. But like, I'm saying that like between the debates and everything, you know, they're not looking at it as one whole product. They're like, oh no, this version was so much better than this version, as opposed to just like I liked it better when it was campy. Like, okay. They're like, no, it's better because it's this and that, not because of that. It has no soul like this. It's too much of that and this. Like, okay, you know what? Just to be stupid, let's compare the Star Wars movies. How about that? We'll just compare Star Wars movies, right?
Oh god,
Look,
that's a whole
that's-
can of worms there.
It's like taking A New Hope and then comparing it directly to Phantom Menace. Neither movie's the same. They're completely different. But because of the same franchise, they're going to say, oh, well, clearly this one's better than that. Like, yes, but not for that reason. I'll just leave it at that, because I lost my original point earlier from...
I have no
You
opinion.
Right.
should have
Just
gotten
like what
close
you want.
to what you originally
Exactly. Like, I like both. I grew up with that shit. But
I
yeah,
can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with the fact that you can just like what you want because you like it. And I can't tell you
exactly.
to like something because
And,
I say so because then at that point you lose you lose your taste. The marketing of Toei for always throwing us Frieza and Goku into
yeah, it's always Dragon Ball Z. Yeah,
Even though it's just my opinion, the fights in in the original Dragon Ball had a lot more love put into them when they actually fought.
Here's the
yeah.
thing. Here's the thing,
Yes
though.
and no.
Here's the thing, though. The thing that ends up making the reason why Dragon Ball is so successful in air quotes as it is, the Z part of it, is because it hit the right timing for the U.S. audience for them to grow up with it. And
Yeah,
when they got old, where did their money go? To the thing that they're more familiar with. That's why Super is not as popular as Z because
yeah. Fuck Super.
Racing is opening.
because the people.
Oh, so you're just ignoring your own point
No,
there,
no.
huh?
I hate Super for a completely different reason.
Come on over this way.
Uh, Reggie, you had me for a moment, and then you kind of lost credibility with me just based on when you said just jumped to that. Like, no, that show sucks. You're not allowed to like it.
No, I'm not saying you're not allowed to like it. I'm just saying fuck that show.
I think it's harmless. I think it's harmless. It plays.
You may think that.
Well, yeah, you got me there.
A
I
lot
think
of
that.
what a lot of what it's a lot of what people think it's guilty for is stuff that Z usually does too.
Yeah. It's just the thing is,
What
we're
the
cursed.
scaling problem?
Well, no, not only that, but we're cursed with the internet where we get everything in real time. So, like, unlike Z, where everyone was like patiently waiting for Goku to get on Namek.
Well, even then, it's just like my biggest gripe is the what's it the scaling and what was it
Can we not talk about scaling? Scaling went out the window the moment that Raditz came out. I'm just gonna say that.
not true.
Thank you.
Z had a solid power scale, despite how much the author tried to say, power levels don't matter. It's like there is a clear hierarchy. The only times it
Hyperbolic time chamber
is because actually no, that's not that too, but like the only time it actually that stretches is in between arcs, essentially in between milestones. And even then, it's still back to about the same as it was earlier, so it remains as a status quo. Super just decided, we want these characters to do cool shit now, so we're gonna have them do cool shit, despite the fact that it makes absolutely no sense anymore, because we had an entire 2 decades proving that they can't do shit anymore.
which was kind of boring when they actually said they couldn't do anything anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I was disappointed with that, but at the same time, I can't take this seriously because I'm conditioned already. So when
you were groomed.
huh?
So you were groomed into just don't know how I was going to say that.
No, I'm conditioned to the fact that all the characters that aren't Goku or Vegeta are completely useless. And if Super's trying to make them relevant again, except I can't suspend my my disbelief. I can't put aside my suspension of disbelief anymore, because every time I see them doing anything, it's like, wait a minute, what? Fuck, that doesn't
They even
can't do
gave
that.
Piccolo a reason. Strategist.
Okay. Strategy would make sense if that was still a thing beforehand.
Oh wow, that thing just completely aced me. Okay, I tried to get it to go over there, but that thing just camped.
Like, I
I will
don't mean
say.
to.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't mean to pop off on this too much, but just like it, as a longtime fan, it like the things that they're trying to do in Super to be interesting and fun are just like, it just doesn't work for me.
I will say the biggest problem that Super had
We must have tripped the
in
station's
its original
automated
run
defenses.
was the
Open
fact
fire!
that it did a lot of things, but it didn't amount to anything important.
That too. That's the other thing. Is like they got a bunch of cool ideas, they're basically taking like fan ideas and making it into an actual thing, and then we get no significant payoff or anything substantial out of it.
Like I can go arc by arc and explain to you. Like with the Battle of the Gods, what happened? Goku lost, but only
Well, that
because
didn't even need to exist to begin with. We had the movie. Why retread the movie in a worse way?
He's talking about the thing in general. He just talking about the Battle of the Gods in general. They're the same
Oh, okay,
story.
okay. Because technically that was Dragon Ball Z.
I'm going arc by arc in general.
Which
Super.
okay, well, because when we talk, like when you look at the movie, it's actually Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
technically.
but I'm looking at.
And
Super
then
still.
when you look at Dragon Ball Super, it starts with that, and it's just like it looks ass.
Literally, the only difference is the way they treat the Pilaf gang.
So if I may continue.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Go for it. Yeah, before you forget, like I did.
Yeah, the thing is that look at Beerus' arc. He did nothing. Nothing really came from that except just to make Goku better. They just spanked him and say, "Yeah, Goku can lose." All right. So what did it learn from that? Oh, it just gave us a reason to give him a new coat of paint. All right. I guess Super Saiyan God on delivery was nice, and I thought we were gonna.
It also assured us that Vegeta loved his wife.
Well, but we already knew that.
Yeah, we already knew that. The Boo saga happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, really loved. It just basically told us that he loved her more than Goku loved Chi-Chi. Because
that's nothing new.
Okay, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
So we didn't really get much on that. They did have one. There's only one good thing that came as a payoff, and it is something that Reggie and I have agreed multiple times. They had a good slice of life payoff, which is what Vegeta.
Yes.
What did Vegeta promise Trunks? To take him on a...
We're going to the park!
Yeah, that was a good payoff. But that's not like that's not going to save the narrative. Those are things just like, that happen that you should expect would happen from a AAA studio like that. Because Toei Animation, I don't know if they're cheap or not, but they make a lot of money, that's what I expect more from them.
Their quality varies.
Alright, so anyway, so then the next one, Frieza. All they did was say, guys, you know how much you love Frieza? Don't you want him back? Then here you guys go. Here's Frieza again. And that's what happened.
I still don't understand how the Dragon Balls were allowed to do that at this point.
There was no reason why they couldn't. They never wished for him back on the Earth Dragon Balls.
Right, but like, wasn't it a thing where there was like a 1-year restriction? Like it has to be within the year of the death, or otherwise they can't.
No, that was we've been over this before. That was never a restriction.
Then why was it such a huge deal about trying to get the others back?
I think it was Kami's Dragon Balls that had that rule. Maybe Dende's didn't.
There was
I guess
the thing is that the Earth Dragon Balls only bring you someone back once, which was ignored in the Buu arc, but we ignore that. The Namekian Dragon Balls can bring back anyone any number amount of times, but
right, yeah, that
only
one
at
had
a time.
Other than the fact that like you had to specifically request the person, and not just anybody brought back by that was caused by this, bring them all back. Like no, like okay, because like that always struck me as weird because like no one ever. I mean, I think people tried to say that there was no restriction, but they didn't say why there was no restriction. Because I'm like, No, I distinctly remember this was a plot point. So why the fuck is it not a plot point anymore?
So going back on the sagas,
But yeah,
going back on the saga point, all they did was just bring back an old villain. That's it. That's all they did.
Yep.
And nothing of value was really added. And they just said, "Here's your Joker." All right.
Yeah,
if only they had just kept Toga around.
He did get more good moments later, though. So in that respect, the character interaction, spot on. I like.
Maybe if they kept Toga around, then there'd be some thing to work off of.
Okay, so next arc, what was it? The actually original one, Future Trunks. Oh, we're doing that again. That's really what it is. We're doing Future Trunks arc again because fans.
And also evil Goku.
Except we got Goku, and this
evil
time
Goku for a second time.
Yep, Turles again.
Because we had Turles. Yeah.
So like, okay, what were the stakes?
Actually, you skipped an arc.
In that show?
I will say. The Future Trunks saga started off extremely strong.
No, it started off skipping promising. Promising was the word.
No, but it started strong with the premise. It was promising.
We skipped an arc.
What was the other arc?
A rail, right?
No, that's a filler. I'm talking about the first tournament.
Oh, the Universe 6 tournament?
Oh, yeah. Hit was the best thing to come from that, and then they completely crapped on that character later.
It introduced another set of Saiyans. Yeah.
Yep, that's all they did. And what were the stakes? Nothing. There was no stakes.
Technically there was, but there was
like food and fucking...
There was going to be Earth swapping. They'd be stuck with Champa. It's not really a big threat thing, but I guess they just like Beerus more.
So yeah, there's that happened. That's exactly what happened. That happened.
And Vegeta got to play mentor to somebody.
And where did we go with that? Nothing. Nothing ever came to that.
Yeah, exactly.
So going back to the so we already went through the Future Trunks. So it's pretty much Future Trunks again. And and then they completely screwed over the achievement he had in the Cell game because now he's done. And what did he do? What's the most logical thing if you want to make that a fan service thing? Have him be with the main crew. No, he's a duplicate now.
Yep.
And that's the dumbest thing ever.
Everybody you knew and loved died.
Yeah. So he could have been.
But you gotta admit that the first episode was actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, it was. But my main point is nothing of value was really added. It was just it happened. It happened. So
yeah, and that's the real kick in the balls there because it had something.
And then
despite how stupid it was.
What's the arc after Future Trunks? Is it the Tournament of Power?
Yeah, I think after a few more fillers again.
Oh, yeah, Tournament of Power. Yeah, and then you know what? I actually
Tournament of Power was
I marathoned the Tournament of Power. Oh wow, I got sniped out of the sky. Okay. When I marathoned the Tournament of Power, bad mistake of mine. I fell asleep while watching that. That is how non-engaging that show, that entire arc was.
Exactly.
It probably would have been fun if you had been left yourself with some suspense.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. I could marathon Dragon Ball Z and have that, the hairs on my neck stand up when I see certain scenes happen because they're that cool to look at.
Because Z has, it pays off what it sets up.
Yeah.
I do enjoy sniping.
So, like with the Tournament of Power, I watched that and I fell asleep because there was so much nothing happening. We know Jiren's going to be the last guy they have to fight. They don't just build them up for nothing. And even if they did it for a joke, it still would not.
Well, they built him up and then didn't use him until like the last 2 or 3 episodes.
They had to jump in like 5 times. Once to twice to beat up Goku and once to beat up Hit.
I don't count those because they're like those happen so quickly.
That was supposed to be the build-up.
That doesn't change the fact that it was like super quick.
Yeah, and Jiren had no character development until the very end. where that came out of
That's
completely nowhere.
barely even development.
And it didn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, we're
Exactly.
supposed to like
Plus, he
this guy
kept
now?
pulling things out of his butt.
Yeah, well, that's also what Goku does, so, you know. That's
Yes,
the
but
thing.
it feels more forced with Jiren, surprisingly.
Because Jiren was an obstacle that our character had to surpass. So every time the obstacle gets taller, suddenly it doesn't feel right. You know?
Yeah, and that's my main point. Like, I fell asleep because there was no stakes, really. Like, Zeno said, oh, we're going to delete everything. And I'm like, this show is
Like,
not
no,
going to
they're
delete the
not.
series. That's the thing. You know, Dragon Ball Z
Exactly.
is not going to... They're too afraid to commit to an idea like that because that would destroy the flow of the show.
Exactly.
And therefore, no stakes. You look at Naruto, you can see how many things change in that world because, you know...
Filthy as fuck.
Wait, what?
Also, there was the no killing rule, so I guess that counts.
Yeah, the
There was
roll. At
there
that
was a
point,
video talking about Naruto and whatnot. The thumbnail for it was showing the Ten Tails going crazy, and it's like on the thumbnail like stealthy as fuck. It was actually a good video. It was like it points out all the problems that it had. But yeah. Anyway, continue.
The thing is, there's no stake involved, so therefore, why should I care what happens to Goku? He's just gonna come back, and
Yeah.
and the thing is with any type of show, like let's say My Hero, I know they're gonna want to keep milking My Hero because it's a successful show, but I don't know what type of things are going to happen to Deku and friends. Like, you know, maybe,
Exactly. So
yeah,
there's still there is suspense there.
Yeah, there's suspense in that, and yet even though I know it's going to, they're most likely going to keep our hero alive. Things are going to happen to them that more or less are going to shape and change the character and the world around him. With Dragon Ball Super, it's like, okay, fight new bad guy, no stakes. Why am I interested? It's not even that type of anime anymore. Well, I mean.
It was more so...
Dragon Ball in itself, there were stakes in their fighting, and that's why you corrected me about how they made Goku very Superman-like in the dub for Z. But like
the original dub, anyway. Yeah,
I was always saying, you know, Goku kind of lost not face, but he kind of lost what he was fighting for, and when you see all this fighting happen, Goku fought Frieza to save his friends and bring them back. That was the main goal of him fighting that. He fought Cell because Cell was going to blow up the Earth and everyone he loved on it. You know.
Even in the dub, they kind of made him an idiot there.
Okay, so you know, yeah, but he wanted to go the moral high ground.
Goku was an idiot there, though.
He wanted the moral high ground. That's essentially what it was.
My son is going to be the one who kill him because clearly he must be as battle-loving as me.
Which, you know,
Goku is a pacifist.
I actually like that Goku has an actual character flaw there.
Yeah, that was good. I honestly said, you know, he had that much confidence in his son that he was blind to the fact that his son was not ready for that.
Yeah. Like shit
Goku,
like that,
he's a pacifist. He doesn't want to kill anything.
But he punched me in the face.
What is that?
So I was like, granted, on the other side of Goku's whole, you know, problem there is that, you know, he knows Gohan wants to defend the planet and protect everybody. So in that respect, he doesn't think that, you know, he thinks Gohan will be able to step into his power because he has a reason to, but then finds out Gohan's not doing it. He's like, I don't get it.
Here's an unpopular opinion to kind of go with that. How would the show's tone and feeling be if the Dragon Balls were not a thing anymore? I'm not saying like they never were, but they just like flat out.
If they just stopped being a thing.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation, really, because as we know, without the Dragon Balls, one or several timelines, I guess, really are really shitty.
Yeah, because I think there would be more stakes involved if there was no Dragon Ball.
Maybe
Oh,
a
you
little
are.
too many steaks.
Yeah, I mean, remember, Future Trunks' timeline is technically the actual timeline.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Because the Dragon Balls are such a, people complain about the Zeno button and all that, but that's really that was the Zeno button to begin with all along.
Yeah, it was, yes.
So
I'm not going to disagree with that, but I'm just saying, for the sake of something to think about, what you're saying kind of already exists. That's Future Trunks' timeline.
So you're telling me that
basically
the main
any
characters cannot
timeline.
win a fight without Dragon Balls involved?
Not necessarily, but I'm just saying.
No, they just can't win without Goku.
Yeah, and in that instance, Goku wasn't there.
It's hardwires.
So everything went to shit because, the people that wanted to kill Goku came about, and there was no Goku. So what was left? Just rampage, do whatever.
The Earth.
And nothing's gonna stop it, right? So right?
That's right, so might as
what
well.
happens without Dragon Balls.
Destroy the locks.
Problems arise. If problems are too great to actually contain, you get shitty world.
Yeah, that's the double-edged sword with that. You can't have anyone else beat the Earth.
Now, if we were looking at just the timeline that we've been following, then I mean, Bulma wouldn't be able to maintain her vanity issue of being 5 years younger every 5 years.
Well, let's be fair here.
Honestly, that just sounds
aesthetic,
like her.
Anime aesthetic can keep anyone young looking if they want to.
Yeah, just look at Bulma's mom.
Yeah, look at it. Wait, are you sure that's legitimately her mom, not some random woman that her dad just kind of hooked up with?
I'm convinced it is, and it's just someone who's like ungodly gifted at being young.
Like imagine you found her on singles.com, alright? Yeah, that is not her Bulma's quote-unquote mom. It cannot be her biological mom.
I mean,
then,
That's exactly what
like,
I'm talking about.
And
what's another set of parents and children in something that should not make sense?
You want to know what's funny too? I unless I'm wrong, I don't think I've ever seen Miss Greaves at all in Super.
I think there was that one scene. I don't think she even had a line.
Wasn't she present during the Battle of Gods segment?
The movie or the anime?
Both.
I don't remember that.
I don't think she had a line.
No, but she's in the background.
Still looking the same way she looks like.
Yeah.
Keep looking. Just one more.
I know TFS
probably
is kind of ruined and said that she's probably a clone like all the time, but
I mean, it was a funny joke because they're just pointing fun at the fact that this character never changes.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like her daughter is visibly older than her.
I think,
and she's just started aging backwards one day.
I think unless here's the thing, then. I think the only time that she ever visually aged was in GT.
We don't talk about that.
GT, yeah, but the thing
was
is,
she in GT?
Yeah, she was.
Oh damn!
I think that was the only time that she visibly aged in that one. They didn't show Dr. Breach.
I mean, everybody visibly aged
want to bring
in that one.
I probably just made her cheeks get a little.
That was
those little markings.
Right, yeah. Just like add wrinkles to the face, and there you go.
Yeah, I think the time skip designs for everyone in GT, except the major characters, look pretty ugly. I did not like them.
I liked Vegeta's. Vegeta's design in GT was actually pretty cool.
Give him a mustache, people.
I said anyone that wasn't the main character.
Right, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's like one of the only ones I can really remember distinctly. Everybody else was average. Goten was
Poor
He
Goten.
he looked like a less rugged Yamcha.
He looked like he followed in the footsteps of Yamcha in GT.
Yeah,
He became a
and
loser.
then Trunks.
The side
I didn't
turbines
like
show
his
power
shorts.
levels of maximum.
That's the only thing.
He was a geeky version of Future Trunks.
Well, it wasn't even Future Trunks. That was just Trunks from
I know. I
who
said a
grew up
geeky
with.
version.
That's
Let's just call him
anyway.
Loser Trunks. Let's just call him Loser Trunks because at the end of the day, just like Goten, he became a loser.
I think he only did like one good thing, which was something to do with near the start of the baby arc.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he
The one good thing
accompanied
he
them.
did was leave the
He
story.
discovered the problem.
The one good
But,
thing he did was leave the story.
Yeah, but I was saying like narratively itself, though, like as far as an actual contribution. I believe he was the one that discovered the baby plot,
So,
and then
here's
let's
something
see.
to change the conversation to something a little bit more hopeful. Opinions on the new Dragon Ball movie Super. Go.
Wait, what?
Yep, there's gonna be a new Dragon Ball Super movie. It's called Superhero.
Then we are close. The Energon
Huh.
bridge must
What's
be
it even going to be
The
about?
device must be inside that
So
machine.
I'm pausing just to kind of collect my thoughts because we're getting to like the major section. And how long have we been on this chapter? Almost an
Fucking
hour,
know.
50 minutes. Okay,
I don't even know how long I've been sitting in voice chat because I did so little for the first.
We would have loved your commentary.
Yeah.
Anything to commentate on Fortnite?
Guys, you shot
Okay,
that
I
dude.
Just
didn't
You shot
enjoy
that
the
dude
voice
good.
chat for
insult us or
Fortnite.
something.
You could have
Just
been
insult us or something.
you could have been sassy Reggie saying you guys suck. At the
I literally give no shits. I'm sitting here like,
so you
when are we fucking starting?
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, so wait, here's the basis for what I know about Dragon Ball Super superhero. They came out. All they talked about was that here's our new villain. He looks like a fusion of Pycon and a fish dude.
Oh, God.
But here's our new villain design. Here's our new pan design, and that's pretty much it. Every other character kind of.
Was that
I
the one
remember
with
you
the grown
showing
up,
me that pan
the grown up
design.
pan?
Yeah, that's the new pan design.
I saw a thumbnail on YouTube the other day.
She's a little
Something
stinking
about
girl. She's a little girl.
the next something is about Pan,
Yeah,
not
Pan.
She can
Goku
walk
or whatever.
again.
I'm like, okay,
She's a little
cool.
girl who can walk.
I just completely ignored it and kept scrolling by to something else because
Yeah,
I give no shit.
everyone's big focal point right now is the new villain or whoever that antagonist is, and Pan. Obviously, being somebody that likes the lesser characters, I look at Pan and I'm like, I have PTSD over GT. I did not like your GT counterpart.
I mean, she had potential. It's
But
just
she's
that
still so small.
No, I don't care how small she is. She caused a lot of problems in GT and never really atoned for that. She just kind of was like, I'm going to be rude and be completely obnoxious and get away with it. And I'm not
Yes,
saying that.
but this is a
I'm talking about the new Pan. Yeah, I'm down board for this new Pan that looks like a female Gohan. A female kid Gohan, because that is exactly what they're trying to do with this character. I just hope at the end of the day they don't screw up her character and just make her a clone of GT Pan, because that's a mistake.
real. There's a good chance that's gonna happen.
Because all that GT Pan showed was that her parents were like, yeah, here's both of our personalities, our worst of our personalities, and put into one small child. That was it. They gave her the uselessness of Gohan, and they gave the really obnoxious bad side of Videl when she was trying to be Tsundere. And there's nothing redeemable about that. Yeah,
Well, hey, look at the bright side. She mellowed out when she was a granny.
Too late. By that point, it's like saying, well, I'm sorry right before you die.
Are you implying
It's too late for that.
that movie was a good special? Because it
was.
really wasn't.
Well,
I like that. I like that special.
Goku Jr.?
Yeah, the Goku Jr. part, and then like Goku showing up at the end there. That was cute.
And then Goku just whispers, "You don't exist anymore." Oh,
I can't get behind the Dragon Ball GT ending.
I don't mind.
Hey, everybody! I don't care about any of you anymore. I'm just gonna go with Shenron and die.
Yeah, I hate
Again.
it. I am a big prospector. I hate it when Goku left his family just to go ahead and be with the dragon that has absolutely no real family affiliation with him. I'm gonna leave you guys behind. I hated that. I always hated that. I hated that more. I hated that more than Goku leaving. I think at the end of Z. Did he leave at Z?
No, he left at the end of the Cell Saga.
No, that's different. That felt more noble, quote unquote, than it was just him ditching the family.
At the end of Z, he went to go find Ooh. That was it. He wasn't leaving.
Oh, I thought he.
And then he went back to home to do some farming.
Yeah.
Okay. Then forgiven. But GT, that ending got me so angry looking at it. Even nowadays, I look at that and like,
it was
you piece of trash, dad and husband.
Yes, he is. But nobody really cares about that.
But she.
But that's like kind of Goku's whole thing.
What I was afraid of.
By the way, boss fight.
But
yes,
the moment itself though is you know, it's like it's an emotional send off. That was the end of
an emotional send off that had nothing to earn.
No, it was more for the Dragon Ball people because it focused on that and the characters of that.
It wasn't earned.
From GT, no, but like the fact that the series itself was at an end, like there was not going to be any more. So to say goodbye to the fans, they focused on having this send off, and farewell with the Dragon Ball characters. With
the cheapest, most emotionally manipulative way possible.
Yes, but even so, you're free to have your opinions on it. I thought it was fine.
I can't stand the fact that you're on that. I agree with Explodes on that. I can't get behind
that. Is fine. Y'all can agree on that if you want. I don't really give a shit. I like it.
I'm sorry, maybe it's
Dragon Ball should have when it ended. It should have stayed ended. That's what I'm saying. So that's like my third reason for not liking Super.
It's mainly due to the fact that I have such a strong feeling towards family affiliation that when you see somebody like that has been with you for a long
time. Goku's always been like that, though. So if that's the case, you should just not like Goku at all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Like that, what you're feeling about that is like the whole reason why I couldn't enjoy watching Hunter x Hunter.
Enjoying what?
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I just don't like the characters in that one.
Well, I like the characters, but the thing that got me turned off from trying to watch it at all when I first started watching it, and this was the original one, by the way. So, like, I went back and started watching that, and I just couldn't get behind the motivation of the main character.
That's
like, Gon wants to find his father, and like from what I'm seeing, his father doesn't give a shit. His father basically made it a dare, a challenge to come find me if you want, but good fucking luck.
I think I actually read on a wiki once out of boredom that even when God was on a deathbed and he was not gonna show up until some guy punched him in the face.
Yeah. So I don't know about that, but like what you're like the thing you're complaining about with Goku and how he left is like that was the finale. Just saying goodbye to all the fans for sticking with the show.
Yes, say goodbye to the fans by abandoning your family.
Whereas, like Hunter x Hunter, like show opened. The show, like Hunter x Hunter, opened with like, "Hey, so your dad's actually not dead. He's also not technically missing. He's actually this really famous guy that's been off wandering all over the place doing God knows what, because that's just what he does. And he left you here because he didn't want to stick around. Something. He did leave instructions on how to find him, but he did. But even that's not a guarantee. Please don't do this. I don't want to lose, essentially what's my only child in this world. Please don't go, even though I know you're going to, because the thought of it is just
You're a freaking idiot.
alluring. And so he goes, is like, and I hear the message that his father left for him to come find him or whatever. I'm like, this guy's an asshole. I wouldn't want to fucking find this guy. Fuck this guy. What? And every time Gon tried to talk to somebody that he met for the first time, I was like, oh, I'm trying to become a hunter so I can do this and I can do that, so I can find my dad. Yada yada. I'm like, yeah, I don't care about this goal at all, and I just stopped watching.
That's kind of how
I do like.
Oh, good.
I do like later parts of the show though. But those parts didn't involve Gon, so the Phantom Troop were pretty cool. I like that arc. So yeah, what were you about to say?
That's kind of how I felt about the Seven Deadly Sins getting behind the narrative.
I just found it boring. No stakes, essentially.
Oh, by the way, we just we infected some plant with dark energon thanks to Starscream and such. Yay!
And also, Megatron was condescending because Megatron.
I will acquire the key.
Megatron is
anyway, yeah, but
Megatron is a
immediately and wipe Zeta Prime and his pathetic Autobots.
So yeah, in case you haven't realized, you have to go kill Zeta Prime because he's in charge of the Autobots, and he must die. And he's not a main character, so yeah.
Oh.
So next week we'll be tackling Icon Destroyed, or we might be doing some other game like Mega Man 3. Who knows? It just depends if I have enough time for one game or the other. I'm happy you guys got to talk Dragon Ball Z / Dragon Ball / GT. We played we played the Transformers. So
honestly, I don't even mind GT all that.
Well, there was also Halo at some point.
And Halo, but Halo was our first starter commercial, our first starter conversation because of Diego, who is dipped out apparently. So there we go.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
But I appreciate these times, guys. Let's do it again. Explodes. We might do some more streaming stuff tomorrow, because now that I'm finally free of that dumb obligation, I need to start stockpiling on videos again. So
oh my,
yeah, I gotta get on those app games and make those easy videos to fill out the schedule, because I ran out. So any last things you want to say? Not regarding nothing about the game, but like your point about GT and the characters and all that, because I believe
just GT remained consistent with the way Z was. That's all I'll say. So I it's not as offensive to me, aside from the fact that the characters didn't get to do shit.
I just really hope they don't screw up Pan's character in Super. Just make her go.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Make her go Super Saiyan. If they don't make her go Super Saiyan, at least in that movie, they pretty much abandoned that character. And they just threw that character in just for the sake of having. Oh look, everyone's older now.
Maybe they won't do that because despite the amount of positive reception they got with Khalifa and Kale, they also got a shit ton of negative feedback about it. Maybe they won't do that because they might have gotten the idea that female Super Saiyan stupid.
I don't know about that, boss.
Potentially, you don't know.
They sold their quota of body.
We don't know.
Khalifa, they're bound to see the money rolling in.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm right.
No, it's not that. I was just I don't have anything else on the topic.
They are super merchandisable. I can tell you that.
Well, yeah.
As a person that plays,
of course they are.
As a person who plays the app games and where they want to appeal to the character that's most popular. In terms of females,
yeah, of course.
In terms of females, it always goes 18, and now Kale and Khalifa because they're the strongest. Everyone has brand recognition with 18 just because of what she did to Vegeta. which is why she's still
Yep.
popular. But below
Yep.
her, it's Kale and Khalifa, hands
Just
down.
like one of the best looking characters. So yeah, there's that too.
So there's no contest. As much as I love my girl Videl, the reason why I even liked that character was because she was niche. So like nobody's really gonna compete with two female Super Saiyans in a show that's dominated by the majority of people who are obsessed with power levels and punchy. You know, if you're not Saiyan, you don't matter. That's like the biggest takeaway from the show it's given us.
Plenty of other characters, but I just can't get behind the fact that they're suddenly apparently relevant because they shouldn't be anymore.
Merchandisable. Just saying. It's just saying. Putting it out there. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you guys on the flip side. Enjoy work tomorrow, Reggie. I will see you later.
I
Bye.
won't.
Yeah, I will.